Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we are going to see how to implement Google sign-in React Native. Before that, I want to thank everyone for your support. It means a lot. So let's get started. So I created an empty React Native project using React Native CLI, and I installed this plugin, React Native Community Google Sign-in. If you don't know how to find it, search for Gmail login React Native and you will find the first link over here. So I installed this plugin, React Native Community Google Sign-in. You can install it using npm or using yarn. So I installed that plugin. So now I have to configure everything that we needed to use Google Sign-in. So I am going to follow the Android guide because I don't have any iOS environment. So if you want to do it in iOS, so follow the step in iOS guide. So I am going to show you Android guide. First we need a Google service.json. So for that I added my project to Firebase. If you want to do it in other way, you can go to Google Developer Console and you can do that from here, but I am doing it from Firebase. And if you don't know how to add your project to Firebase, please check out my previous video how to receive push notification. There you will find how to add your project to Firebase. So I am already added my project to Firebase. So what I have to do is I have to go to the project settings. You can click here and go to project settings, or you can just click here and go to settings. So here I can find Google service.json. So I am going to download this one. And we have to place that Google service file in Android folder, then app folder over here. So I paste it here, Google service.json. Secondly, we have to add a fingerprint, and we need a SHA certificate fingerprint. And before that, we have to create a key store file. We have to create a key store file because our default debug.keystore it will not work. So that's why we have to create a key store file. So for that, I am going to open for that we have to go to C partition, then go to program files, then Java, and we have to go to the bin folder, and I am going to open another command prompt. And don't forget to run as a administrator. and then we are going to redirect to this folder. Now we are in Java bin folder. So we are going to generate a keystore file. So for that you have to search generate signed APK React Native. Then we will go to the React Native official site, reactnative.dev. And here we will find a command to generate a signed APK. I will copy this command, and it will generate a keystore file, and you can use it for release APK, and also you have to use it for Google signing. So I'm gonna hit enter, and it will asking for a password. So enter keystore password. I'm gonna enter, and be careful when you're entering your keystore password, and always remember the password. I'm gonna enter Google login and hit enter. And if you want to add what's your first name, then city, then anything will be asking. If you want to enter this, that's okay. If you don't enter it, then hit enter. And lastly, when you ask for this correct, you have to press yes, type yes, then enter. It's taking some time. So my certificate, keystore certificate, is generated as my upload key.keystore, and if we check, here is my keystore file. So I am gonna copy this one, and I'm gonna paste it over here where our debug.keystore is placed. So I generated a keystore file, so I have to change something in build.gradle. Sorry, this one. So I have to change the sign in config. We have to replace our build.gradle, and replacing build.gradle replace to debug keystore to my keystore. Let me check out what the name is. My keystore. So I'm gonna copy this name. It's my keystore, and password is Google login. We have to change our password over here, and we search for key alias. So I'm going to show you what is key alias. When you entering this command, this name is our key alias. So mine is my key alias. So I'm gonna change the key alias. So we changed successfully. We created our keystore file, and we changed in build.gradle file. So secondly, and when you are adding a Firebase project when you are adding your project to Firebase, don't forget to add this line, and don't forget to add this line. So now we need a SHA. So for that we are going to see in here we will find a Stack Overflow link here for your SHA. And we will find a command to know our SHA. Page is not loading yet. You have to copy this. And we are gonna need the SHA. So I am going to hit this command in this folder, bin folder, and some people says that you have to hit that command in your project file, but when I trying to do that I getting an error that key tool is not recognized. So I'm gonna hit this in this folder. So what we have to do is that we have to change this command so that here is your key store file. So our key store file, so we have to define our key store file. And what is our key store file name? We have here our key store file name is my upload key.keystore. So we are gonna copy here, and then the alias, and we have to change the alias name. Analyze, and then you have to press our password, enter our password, store password, then our key password, and you have to hit enter. Sorry, key store password is incorrect. You have to check. Sorry, I have made a mistake over here. Never forget your password when you are creating a key store file. Save your password somewhere else. And here is our SHA1. So we have to copy this one, and you have to add this in Firebase. Click fingerprint, certificate fingerprint, then hit save. So we added our project to Firebase successfully, then download Google Service.json, then added SHA certificate fingerprint, and you also created a debug key, and then you also created a key store file. And now what we have to do, we have to allow that we want to do Google sign in. So for that we have to go to authentication, And let me tell you something. When you are creating a keystore file, or you are trying to get your SHA in bin folder, and if you are getting an error like something access denied, so what we have to do, we have to right click in this folder and then go for properties and then security. So in here you have to edit and click in full control, then apply, then OK. So if you are getting any error like access is denied, so in authentication we will go in sign in method. And here we only need Google, so it is disabled by default, so you have to enable it. So you have to enable, and you have to select a mail ID, then web SDK configuration, and we need this web client ID. So I'm gonna show, we already completed our setup, so I'm gonna show you the uses. So let me show you in a code in app.js. We don't need this anymore. So what I did here is I imported Google sign in button and status code from React Native community Google sign in, and I added the button over here. And in onPress we have a function called sign in, and it's a color size from default Google sign in button. And we have, if you go to the sign in button, sign in function, sorry, then we're gonna see that there is a Google sign in configure function, then a try catch. So if you go to the documentation, you can see exactly same here. First we need a Google sign in configuration, then the try catch. So in sign in method we need here is a scope, it's blank, and you can see over here there is a string. And if you want any kind of permission like Drive, Google Photos, then you have to enter that path over here. If you don't need any permission, so we're just going to do a simple Google sign in, so we don't need anything. So I delete everything, so I give it to the empty array. Then we're gonna need a web client ID and an offline access, and we don't need anything else. A host, a domain, login ID, access account. Now you're going to use in iOS, you will need iOS client ID, but you don't need anything, so we are gonna comment it out. So we're gonna need a web client ID, so you're gonna find web client ID over here. This is our web client ID. And we are going to paste it over here. And please don't forget to save it. I lost it almost 1 year previously because I didn't save that thing. So save it and cross check if your Google sign in method is enable or disable. As you can see, it's enable. So we have the web client ID, and we have a try catch function. Well, if it's successful, we're gonna see the console. If error, like if you go to the catch, we're gonna see the error. So let's save and we have to run our project. So run successfully. And one thing, when you are entering command React Native Run Android, don't forget to uninstall the previous installed APK, because our key store file has been changed, so you will get an error while running. So first install the previous APK, then run React Native Run Android. So this is our predefined default button. If you want to a custom button, you can create a custom button, then just call the sign in function. So let's check if it's working or not. And if it's working fine, if it's login successfully, then we will have a console user info, and if it's not, we are gonna have a error. So let's find out. Click on sign in with Google. We have our pop-up, and if I click on this mail ID, so if we go to the console, we can see our user info. That means it's login successfully. So we get our user info. After that, you have to do your own logic, your own authentication flow logic. User is login successfully, then you do what you want to do with your own authentication flow. And if you want to sign out the user, so what we have to do, we have to call the sign out function. Over here you have a sign out function. We have a sign out function. If you want to sign out from this account, you have to call this sign out function. So that's all, guys. I hope you all like it. So if you like my video, please like, comment and subscribe, and share to your friends. And please don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to buy me a coffee, link in the description. Thank you.